Imagine walking into a clinic, right? And you're pointing to your head, your chest, your knee, and just telling the doctor that every single inch of your body is in agonizing pain.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's sounds terrifying.
Right. Like, are your organs shutting down, or is there a completely different hidden culprit? Today, we're doing a deep dive into the surprising physical reality of stress. We're looking at a really fascinating concept called the 𝗵𝗲 Sakit syndrome, drawn from Dr. Feng Cheng Carr's book, 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗲 𝗵𝗵
Yeah, and the book illustrates this syndrome with a pretty funny story about an elderly 𝗵𝗵, which is a Malay term for auntie. So she visits a clinic called Klinik Kini and Semini, and she is absolutely miserable.
Just complaining of, what is it, 𝗵𝗲 Sakit?
Exactly, 𝗵𝗲 Sakit, which translates to all over pain. She's pressing her forehead, her chest, her knee, her toe, and just claiming that every single spot hurts.
So the young doctor is probably baffled at first, running through a list of worst-case systemic diseases. But, okay, let's unpack this, because her whole body isn't truly feeling, is it?
No, not at all. The punchline is that her body wasn't broken. Her finger was actually fractured.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah, everywhere she pressed hurt, simply because the pointing finger was the actual problem. And Dr. Feng explains the mindfulness moral behind this medical joke, which is that sometimes the finger is completely fine, but the person's life is what's actually fractured by stress.
Wow, that makes so much sense. We hyper-focus on where it hurts without looking at the tool doing the pointing. It kind of reminds me of a car's check engine light.
Oh, that's a great analogy, yeah.
Like, is this 𝗵𝗲 Sakit syndrome basically like a check engine light blinking because of some hidden, totally unrelated issue under the hood?
It is exactly like that. We often tend to think of stress as just an emotional state, but the source notes that it physically manifests. Tight chest or gastric discomfort or headaches.
And then we just brush it off. We tell ourselves, oh, I'm just tired or I'm getting old.
Right, people dismiss these symptoms constantly.
Yeah.
But the profound takeaway here is that the body speaks before the mind even has the words to describe the stress.
It's like a warning system.
Exactly. Your physical symptoms are basically your body's desperate attempt to force a conversation about your emotional state.
Okay, but let me push back on this logically for a second. This book was written specifically for highly trained healthcare professionals, right?
Yeah, that's the exact target audience.
So why would they, of all people, ignore their own check engine lights? I mean, they diagnose physical problems for a living.
Well, what's fascinating here is the stigma involved. As the book points out, it is far easier and much more socially acceptable for a professional to say, I have gastric pain, than to openly admit, I am emotionally exhausted.
Oh, I see. So physical pain basically becomes a safe mask for burnout.
Exactly. Even in the medical field, there's this immense pressure to be invincible.
So they just write themselves a prescription for antacids and keep pushing through?
Yeah, they medicalize the emotional burnout so they can keep working. It temporarily turns off the dashboard light, but it leaves the engine actively melting down under the hood.
Which is a incredibly dangerous loop to get stuck in. But, you don't have to work in a high-stakes hospital ward to experience the 𝗵𝗲 Sakit syndrome.
Oh, definitely not. We all wear these physical masks when the emotional load gets too heavy to carry.
Yeah. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought today.
Go for it.
If your body is currently pointing a fractured finger at a recurring physical ache, like a stiff neck or a bad stomach, what hidden emotional stress might it actually be trying to diagnose?